I'm Christian Lamitschka for Country Music News International. Today on the show we have Mark Bray. Mark, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's really good to be here.
Hi Mark, for all our listeners and readers here on Country Music News International, can you please introduce yourself a little bit more?
Okay. My name is Mark Bray. I'm an American country singer from over here in the United States, and really thrilled to be here on the radio for all the fans overseas and in Europe. Great fans over there. Whatever you'd like to know, I'm more than happy to tell you. I actually lived in Germany for 5 years when I was a kid.
Well, so you can a little bit talk. We can talk in German.
I can say a little bit in German. Let's see, what can I say? Ich heiße Mark. Du bist du? Yeah, and I think I can count a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I lose it after that. Yeah, I lived in Frankfurt and Nuremberg when my father was in the military.
Well, we are close to Frankfurt. The magazine is located.
Very cool.
And folks, I can tell you, he have an awesome CD. It calls American All Star. So that you have an idea, that's the CD. There are 10 songs on it, plus 2 bonus songs. That means there are in complete 12 songs on it. And there is one song on it. It goes up tempo to the charts. So, Mark, let's talk about this song.
Sure. All right. Well, our single on the charts, or the singles that we're going for ads right now, is a song called "Someday." "Someday" is a very, very special song to me because it's one of the first songs I ever wrote when I was a teenager. My first job was working at a Burger King, and I worked the back drive-thru of the Burger King. And I used to sit there, and it was hot because it was down in Florida, and I would think about folks like Garth Brooks and George Strait and go, man, how do I get there? And I knew I had it here, and I knew I had it in my heart, and I knew I had it. I had the drive for it, but I didn't know how to get there. So I came up with this song, and I took some of the receipt paper out of the machine, and I start writing down the words of this song. And it's my story, but it's really a story. It's really a song for anybody who has a dream and has drive and determination to make it happen. It's a very special song, and I hope everybody listening out there, finds it. You can find it anywhere and gives it a listen, and hopefully it's my hope that it means something to you as a listener as much as it meant to me, the writer.
Okay. Mark, for a better understanding, how would you describe the music you're playing? Just country, or do you think there are more influence inside?
Well, in order to answer that question, I got to tell you how music was in my house when I was growing up. I would have everything playing in my house from, Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings to Billy Joel and Elton John to Beethoven and Mozart, James Taylor, all those guys, and Garth Brooks and George Strait. So when people ask me what my sound is, I kind of go, I have to think about it for a second. With all the influences that I have, I can honestly tell you that every track on my CD has something from a different artist, from a different genre influencing it. Everything from the Beatles to Garth Brooks and all of those rolled into one. And if I had to say that my sound was one thing in particular, I would say if Garth Brooks joined the Eagles and they moved their sound to today, that's what you would get with my sound.
Unbelievable. What did your parents said when you told them, "Oh, Mom, Dad, I want to be a musician, artist, songwriter"?
They said, "Go to college." Look. My parents are great. If I wouldn't have a love for music if it wasn't for them. But of course they do what every parents do when their kids tell them they want to be the next big superstar of country music or anything for that matter. They say, well, that's great and all, but you got to go to school, you got to do that. And I guess over the years I finally convinced them that, hey, you know what, I don't want to do anything else. This is what I was put here to do, and this is the blessing that God gave me. So this is why I'm here with you right now.
Well, folks, if you like to find out more information about Mark Bray, you have to go to...
You can go to www.markbraycountry.com. You can find us on Twitter at markbraycountry. You can find us on Facebook. Facebook is a great tool, and I know we've got lots of great fans over in Europe and Germany and different countries, England, Great Britain. And they all found us through Facebook. So my advice to anyone listening, just go on Facebook, type in Mark Bray. Chances are you'll find us on there.
So, folks, if you don't find him on Facebook, here's the next chance where you can find him. You can find him on Country Music News International magazine. Also, you can tune in to Country Music News International radio show where we play his music. So stay with us, get the latest information about Mark, and have fun. Have a good one. You're Christian Lamitschka and...
Mark Bray, but can I say one thing to you? I want to thank you for having me here.
Mark,
it
was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
And everyone listening.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.